Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. Welcome to part 2. I am continuing to work from this pen of colors with, where's my shovel? It's in the bucket. Okay. With this beach sand shovel, child's beach sand shovel from the dollar store. That's how I made my trunk. And right now, I am pulling out my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas and thinking that that's probably pretty much going to be one of the other ways that I add my branches to this. I'm going to use a diagonal right now. I'm also going to turn this around so I'm better oriented. I hate to deny you guys, but I really need to feel like I can see what I'm doing, so I apologize for not making you privy to the right side up of this tree. Anyway, so I just think that if I dip my spatula cautiously somewhat and don't mix it too much, I can get some pretty interesting things happening. And it might be me being very quiet for a few minutes because I like doing this, and it takes a certain amount of focus to do it also. Plus the pollen is making me crazy. Big crazy. It looks a lot like the last tree, but it has the different background, which is what I was hoping for. I wanted a sunset or a twilight sky behind as opposed to a night sky. I'm going to have to dribble some things if I want to give the impression that things are going behind each other, and that's okay. It's not bothering me a bit, actually. I wonder if my pan of colors will go as far as I hope it will. And I'm thinking gold leaves, but I'm not sure. Did I set my timer? Yes, I did. I have 14 minutes left. Good. I had some dirty colors in here that were a couple days old in the box, but I decided that I would really like to not throw them away, that I would like to use them. So I just squeezed a bunch of bright colors on top and hoped for the best. It was an experiment. For me, it was an experiment worth making. Let that tree branch go right over the side. Just sort of looking where things are going, where I want them to go. And if I drip, I drip. To get the branches correct for me, I just need them to be thicker at the base. Excuse me, wherever I start. Looks like my paint is setting up a little bit. The spatula sort of takes the background with it if I don't have an excess of wet paint on it. I don't want to go too far out of my comfort zone as far as tree limbs go. I am planning on doing some leaves. I don't know if I'll get that far at this point. I'd like to. I'd like to do it just the same way I did it last time. I'd like a nice thick top to hold up my branches. and enough branches to hold a lot more leaves this time. But I'm not unhappy with that. I could leave it the way it is and I would be okay with it too. I am trying to make good thick bases for my branches. And that's okay. That's working for me. So far, so good. I can't seem to drag out any branches because that's making the background disappear. So I have to just gently place the paint. I'm feeling kind of bad about how runny my nose is, though. I don't know what to do about that. I've never had allergies in my life till I made it to Florida. And I'm not much of a nose blowing person because I've never had to do it before. I think the leaves will camouflage a bunch of things. I still want to drag my spatula, and that is really not going to happen or make me happy if it does. Alright, so I'm getting so close to what I want. I'm going to have to wipe off my spatula too, I can tell that right now. I haven't used a torch, and I could to release some patterns in the paint. I think this needs to be much wider down here. Cross right over up there. That's cool. I'm good with that. I can use the darker, muddier paint on the bottom part of the branches. It seems like a good idea to just create a shadow effect. And that's not hurting my feelings. It sort of pops the colors too. I'm not too worried about that. I don't know if I can get enough branches on here to get started on the leaves because it took me a little longer messing around with the background this time. And I don't want my branches to get awful lot much thicker. So I have to be careful how, excuse me, I allow things to drip down. I'm trying to pay attention, but not so much attention that I ruin the spontaneity of the design. I'm still doing pretty well with my colors. You know, I'm quieter than usual, and I'm so conscious of it, I just keep doing blah blah blah. I like that yellow up there. That was cool. That worked out well. Maybe a little more isn't going to hurt anything. I'm not going to worry about the thickness up there because I think I can camouflage some of the lack of correct thickness with some leaves. I think I'm almost to a point. I think I said that before too. I think I mentioned in the last video, if you watched it, I don't mind a bit of the mud brown with the creation of the tree, because obviously we're dealing with potential of bark. I did threaten to clean off my spatula, and I probably should have done that. I have got 7 minutes left, and that's kind of cool because that might be actually enough time to play with the golden leaves and the green leaves and whatever else leaves I'm going to be doing. And my paint colors are sort of hanging on, and that's also good. I have a long blade here, and I'm thinking about finding my shorter flat front bladed spatula. Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas, that's what they are. And they are on the Amazon link below the video. I like that pink there. Kind of want a little more over here, and I can have what I want if I pick it out of the box. I am trying to pick and choose. Somewhat. And I think, I hadn't thought about it, but I think I can use some of the colors in the box. To make leaves also. We'll see how I feel about that in a minute. Just going to move some stuff sideways here and there. I think that's enough branches. Yes, you're right. I did say that before. It's probably never going to be enough branches. Probably always going to want to just keep adding branches, I suspect. So I'm going to put that paint aside for a second, because it won't leak anymore. And throw my other spatula in the bucket. Maybe I should show you guys. Should I show you? Because I'm going to be doing leaves on this side, and I don't think it matters. There you go. So, bigger tree. I thought about doing an 18 by 24 inch canvas this time, but I'm not ready until I do this a few more times. I think I'm going to take a torch to this to release the bubbles in the paint before it gets any older or sticky, whatever, dries up. Not getting much effect there, but it's kind of a warm day. So I have around here, yes I do, I have a chime, which I think you could use a dowel. And I am going to go ahead and see if I can steal some colors in a variety of colors. What I kind of want to do this time is pull a skewer through and see how that looks. But I wasn't minding the last time. How about, yeah. Let's see how that works. Oh, that pulls the background paint off, so I'm going to have to be a lot more careful. Or wait till tomorrow to finish, which might not be a bad idea. But in the meantime, here I am with a pan full of paint that's going to get wasted if I don't use it. I'm thinking maybe put some of that color in I liked from yesterday right there into that blue. Probably wouldn't be bad if it were gold either. My spring tree. Try and catch as many of these as I can possibly manage before I run out of time, and make them into leaf shapes. Assuming that that's a necessity, because it may not be. You know, maybe just the dots are enough. And I'm sure I wouldn't be the only one that was relieved to think that I could get away with just the dots, because they're going to be a fairly time-consuming application, unless I'm very quick. I know I can be somewhat quick. I'm going to have a look. I like the variation in the colors. I'm going to have to see how they look. I think I need think I'm going to pull whatever I see. Wherever I see it. I remember now that I used the basting brush on some of my tree limbs in some of the areas, but I don't really want to do that. I have a smaller basting brush, but I'm not sure where it is right now. I have this larger one. Gonna flick off more water before I put that down on my canvas. And there was quite a bit of water on there. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I like the basting brush. I'm just barely hitting that. And I think, nope, really? Goodbye. That was my first bug of the season. So I kind of like how that works. I think if I put the dots down representing the leaves and then dip the basting brush in it, it creates some interesting eye-catching patterns. So I think that's the ticket right now. I am still very tempted by the gold, but I think the gold can come after. I don't know what to do about that. That's that's my 2-minute warning before I have to tell you guys goodbye in the last minute. So I will try and do what I always do lately, which is start before I have to. Hey, I can actually steal some paint from some tree limbs too. That's cool. Hopefully this becomes a progression from the last one. So I have an Amazon link, and on that Amazon link is the newly available, published in paperback form, book called Because I Can, that I and my editor Jackie wrote. And it has the first 100 videos that I recorded on YouTube, and shares the dry artworks, the tools, the processes, and all the links you could ever want to find more of my stuff. Be it more artwork or be it more products. I'm going to keep right on with the basting brush and try not to muff it. I know that's not a word that's going to translate. Hey, if anybody wants to help out and add captions, I'd appreciate it, because I've got 450 plus videos, and I really don't have time to add captions to everything. So if you want to be of assistance, that would be a fabulous way to do so. Yeah, I'm thinking this is definitely another spring rainbow tree. And I'm not sure how much further I want to go with any of that, but it occurs to me that I can just, yes I can. Ha! And yes I will. I'm going to take my basting brush and I'm going to put that chime down now. And I'm going to find that green gold, and I'm going to say, check under the video for the paint pouring recipe description and Facebook volumes 1, 2, and 3 albums that will show you YouTube artworks, wet and dry, my Pinterest link, my Instagram link, the fact that I really want your thumbs up, and you help me my placement, and there's a contest running for anybody who decides to contribute to go to the studio through PayPal or Patreon, and when you do so, you will get an email from me that will show you the artworks that are available for whoever's name is drawn as the winner this month, whichever month this happens to be. And so I think we're pretty good. I don't know what else I'm going to do to this, but I'm going to say that that's as much as I need to share with you guys. Whatever else happens is me checking the edges and doing the other stuff. And this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, saying thank you very much for keeping me painting. I really appreciate it. And thank you to 49,000 subscribers. I love you all. Bye for now. Priscilla out. Oh, check the last